So I mean, I think we all see it as a benefit. And I think, obviously, the county will talk about it during budget time, but I think respectfully, we charge you with going to Ingles, Walmart, any other place you can find and try to drum up some money and tell them you'll put a flashing sign on the front of that van or whatever you got to do to get some money from them, right? Malin, so you got a commitment right there already. Yeah. 2 years. That's a great idea. Yeah. So looky there, in this meeting, you've already got one. Thank you, Dr. Boyd.
Sheila, so we're just talking about funding the last 5 months or next year. And in July 2023, is there any more grant funding at all? Or is it?
Yeah.
We discuss
That's what I'm
that.
saying, it gives her this whole
Somebody
year.
who's
to
been
get
in the budget process.
Yeah.
So she's gonna start, usually by August, she's starting to apply for grants next year, half a year ahead of the rest. She's gonna start with information. Everybody in here, not enough money. It's like, 5 months, the next year, she's gonna have to come back and say, this is what I found, this is something I've got, this is my gap, and see if we want to. I would hate to see anything stop, you don't get something a long enough period to operate. You know, if you stop it too soon, that doesn't look good either. I think we need to.
Well, it's already been successful.
Yeah.
If my math is correct, and it were a 50-50 match, 5 months, it's gonna cost the town $2,700 a month, it's gonna cost the county $2,700 a month. And my math may be wrong, but, that's what it looks like it would cost. So I agree with,
That's about right.
Vern that, we're both in budget talks, and budget
In
process.
budget mode.
And I think that our finance officer needs to communicate with your finance officer, or
And I
the
think
county
we do that
manager
very
needs
well.
to, stay in touch with the town, with Darlene. But I definitely don't want to see it lose service. And then in 2024,
And
We'll-
next year,
we'll-
this time
we'll
we'll have
figure it
the
out.
same discussion.
They're not working now. That was been released, and I said that's a good building. Out of their pocket, but anyway, I was that one. So if we will be going to take
Wrong county.
Red Dragon Park and to Brighton, we're gonna stop there. And I will expect, we'll have a bike rack on the front. I really expect it to. Then we'll start going back to my.
Thank you guys for bringing all this over tonight. We will, Mavis, if you don't mind, help us talk about this in budget, and we'll get
Let's
it
see
ironed
that
out.
van decorated up nice. Sell it, Sheila.
Thank you. That's all we
Thanks.
wanted to
We
do was
appreciate it.
present that and
Yeah.
ask and continue on our budgets.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Thanks for coming over. Appreciate you guys coming with us. Thank you, Sheila, too. Pulling all that information together. It's good to talk with data. Next item we got on tonight's agenda was our addition of number C, discussion for the family nutrition worker. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Brandon on that one.
well, last month we talked about moving a position from the administrative unit at DSS over to the nutrition units, with hopes that would save us some money through being able to, that worker in that position, be able to build a state. I think we estimated that would cost somewhere in the neighborhood of 12,000, does that sound right?
Yes, I heard that.
So we talked about this, fairly at length, and I think we put off making any decision on it because we had a member absent and wanted to just give the courtesy of having that member here, before we made any kind of action on that item. Is there anything that I'm missing on that?
Question on that one?
No, being I was the member that was absent, I appreciate Brandon and Carla bringing me up to speed on that. So I think I've got a good gist of it.
We need a motion to move forward on that.
Move that we move forward on that.
And just to clarify, move forward on,
Move that position.
yes.
And that's where it'll be less than $10, right, for that
That's correct.
position.
That's correct. Yep. 25% county. Do I have a second? A second on that? Second. All in favor, vote by the usual voting sign. Motion carries.
No.
It didn't add an extra.
It should,
position.
should reduce.
Head count stayed the same and it should reduce county tax dollars that are going,
Next item tonight on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? So moved. A second. I'll second it. All in favor, vote by the usual sign. Motion carried. Next item is finance officer report. No update from finance. Good deal. I feel like we've all seen each other a lot over the last little bit. so
Davis, have you
I'm
given
fine with that.
Steve the dates? Our May workshops and budgets?
What we have,
the 10th.
No,
We're meeting, we're meeting next Tuesday. Surprise.
We'll get that.
6 o'clock next Tuesday.
That's fine. Anything in the after, I'll do it. Good deal. That's, if it's after 5 o'clock, that's great.
It is.
That's perfect. As long as the FDA don't decide to stay another week with us, which hopefully they will. It's gonna be a long week this week, but that's fine. That sounds great. Anything from the county manager's desk?
No, I'm new to the job, so I gotta give you a few bullets. I'll be real quick, to
problem.
move us through here. So I'm working on estimates for potential capital improvement projects as we move through this budget process. I will be meeting with High Country and Land of Sky representatives tomorrow. I think that's at 10 a.m. Basically, we're on the edge of two of these areas, so I'm just getting some familiarity with these folks. Got a lunch meeting scheduled this Thursday with a feller by the name of Jordan Barnes, who is the Western North Carolina Regional Representative for Senator Tom Tillis. He had reached out and said, "You're a new county manager. Want to meet you for lunch. Anybody's welcome to come along. If you have items for discussion that you would want to pass on, let me know." I attended the Mitchell County Development Foundation Board meeting. Yeah, we hear some chuckles there. Attended the Toe River Health Board meeting. Mitchell County Budget Workshop, of course, we did that this past week, and we attended the architect meeting. Met with Mitchell County, North Carolina Forest Service Representative Josh Miller to discuss some the general knowledge of his job as I come up to par. I'm liking to find out what folks are doing, how they're funded, what they do for the county. So I had a great meeting with Josh and appreciate him coming by and just clarifying a lot about what his program does. So one of the task items from the last meeting was getting some keypad entry door locks to make us up to the perspective that we need to be for elections. And we got one of those locks, one of those keypad door locks installed.
They could only find one, so I think, maintenance is heading over to find at another Lowe's, 2 more of those locks. So hard to find the stuff nowadays. Received the completed Mitchell County EMS plan today from Stephanie. Working on some bids, got some of that going out, bids for the old 911 building closed next week, I think, Mavis.
May 11th. All I'm aware of as far as people,
That sounds about like what I'm hearing too. So
No
Yeah.
official bids.
no.
Just tours.
official,
there's a little bit of interest going in that. And also over at the new 911 facility, we were looking at some trees that are at risk of falling. One would, on a bad day, could fall on the tower. One on a good day could fall on the fence. So I've got an estimate out right now that I'm trying to work up with the tree removal for that. So that's a few of the high points. That's just a few. Thank you. Yes, sir. Anything from the attorney? Oh, yes. So, Wednesday morning this week, 10 a.m., did put that on there. School board is meeting with, Cherokee County and what kind of tell us what the plans are. I know Chad's got some things on the slate there, looking at the plans for the new. We have any that would like to come along. We will be meeting at the board. So we'll be there.
And will we have to announce that if there's more than 2 of us?
You might just want to notify the paper that there might be a quorum of commissioners there. And all this is Wednesday morning at 10.
That's the only outside agency we don't have. Are you gonna send that out to us so we can?
I'm good.
None.
I don't have anything. Move to adjourn. So moved.
And that's record right there.
That's pretty good.
Lloyd.
Yeah.